Many people, 20 years for Somalia, was fighting. So there was no job, no food. Children, most of them became very malnourished like this. So
as you know, always when the civil war, the one who affected mostly is the women and children. So our patients are women and children, and they are in our backyard. It's our home. We welcome them. That's the camp that we are having now, 90,000 people, where 75% of them are women and children.
And this is your hospital. This is the inside.
We are doing C-section and different operations because people need some help. There is no government who protects them.
Every morning we have about 400 patients, maybe more or less, but sometimes we are only 5 doctors and 60 nurses, and we cannot. We are physically getting exhausted to see all of them, but we take the severe one and we reschedule the other ones next day. And it is very tough, and as you can see, it's the woman who carrying the children, it's the woman who come into the hospitals, it's the woman who building the houses, that's their house. And we have a school, this is our bride. We opened last 2 years elementary school, where we have 850 children, and majority are women and girls.
And the doctors have some very big rules about who can get treated at the clinic. Would you explain the rules for admission?
It is
the people who is coming to us, we are welcoming. We are sharing with them whatever we have. But there is only 2 rules. First rule, there is no clan distinction and political division in Somali society. Who make that thing we throw out. The second, no man can beat his wife. If he beat, we will put in jail, and we will call the eldest people till they identified his case. We never release him. That's our 2 rules. Other thing that I have realized that the woman is most strong person all over the world, because the last 20 years, the Somali women stood up. They were the leaders, and we are the leaders of our community and the hope of our future generation. We are not just helpless and the victims of the civil war. We can reconcile, we can do everything.
As my mother said, we are the future hope and the man only killing in Somalia. So we came up with these 2 rules in the camp, where it's 90,000 people. You have to come up with some rule, or it's going to be some fight. So there's no clan and division, and no man can beat his wife. And we have little storage room where we converted a jail. So if you beat your wife, you're going to be there. So you have... So empowering a woman and giving the opportunity, we are there for them. They're not alone for this. So.
You're running a medical clinic with much needed medical care to people who wouldn't get it. You're also running a sort of civil society. You've created your own rules in which women and children are getting a different sense of security.
That's true.
Talk to me about your decision, Dr. Abdi, and your decision, Dr. Mohamed, to work together, for you to become a doctor and to work with your mother in these circumstances.
My age, I have born in 1947. So we were having that time government, law and order. But one day I went to the hospital, my mother was sick, and I saw the hospital, how they're treating the doctors, how they are committed to help the sick people. I admired them, and I decided to become a doctor. My mother died, unfortunately, when I was in 12 years. Then my father allowed me to proceed my hope. My mother died, in gynecology complication. So I decided to become a gynecology specialist. That is why I became a doctor. So Dr. Deqo has to explain.
For me, I really, my mother was preparing when I was a child to become a doctor, but I really didn't want to. Maybe I should become a historian or maybe a reporter. I loved it, but it didn't work. When the war broke out, civil war, I saw how my mother is helping and how she really needs the help and how the care is essential to the woman to be a woman doctor in Somalia and help the women and children. And I thought maybe I can be a reporter and doctor gynecologist. So I went to Russia, and my mother also time of Soviet Union. So some of our character, maybe we will come with the strong Soviet background of training. So that's how I decided. And same, my sister was different. She's here. She's also a doctor. She graduated in Russia also. And to go back and to work with our mother is just what we saw in the Civil War. When I was 16 and my sister was 11 when the Civil War broke out. So it's the need and the people we saw that in early 90s, that's the one made us to go back and work for them.
So what is the biggest challenge working mother and daughter in such dangerous and sometimes scary situations?
Yes, I was working in the tough situation, very dangerous, and when I saw the people who need me, I was staying with them to help because I can't do something for them. Most people fled abroad, but I remained with those people, and I was trying to do something, little thing I can do. I succeeded in my place. Now my place is 90,000 people who is respecting each other, who is not fighting, but we try to stand our feet to do something, little thing we have for our people. And I thankful for my daughters. When they come to me, they help me to treat the people, to help. They do everything for they have done what I desire to do for them.
What's the best part of working with your mother and the most challenging part for you?
She's very tough. It's mostly challenging. She always expects us to do more. And really, when you think you cannot do it, she will push you, and I can do it. That's the best part. She shows us, trains us how to do and to be a better person and do long hours and surgery and 300 patients per day, 10, 20 surgery, and still you have to manage the camp. That's how she trains us. It's not, it is not like beautiful office here, 20 patients, you're tired. You see 300 patients, 20 surgery, and 90,000 people to manage.
But you do it for good reason.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.